Did you know about the manga versions of the X-Men? The Marvel Mangaverse is an alternate universe where Marvel's superheroes are redesigned with manga-inspired art and storytelling. This story takes the familiar mutant team and places them in a very similar world, but the aesthetic and artistic style is greatly different. This time they are drawn in a more manga style. Let's go over the characters. In this version, the X-Men are still led by Cyclops, who retains his disciplined, serious personality. He's the tactician of the group, always focused on the mission. He still has his iconic beams that shoot from his eyes, albeit a bit different on this Earth. The core idea of his iconic eye beams are there. There is tension between Cyclops and Wolverine even in this world. Wolverine's rebellious nature clashes with Cyclops' leadership, creating conflict within the team. Next, we have Jean Grey. Jean is portrayed, similar to the regular Jean Grey, as someone who struggles with the immense power of her telekinesis and telepathy. Though there's no mention of the Phoenix Force, her internal conflict over the extent of her abilities is a key part of her character in this comic. Storm is also featured prominently. Her powers to control the weather are even more mystical in this universe, giving her a shaman-like quality. She uses nature in more visually dramatic ways, setting her apart from her mainstream counterpart. The main conflict in this issue revolves around Magneto. Much like in the regular Marvel universe, Magneto is driven by his belief in mutant superiority. In this story, he's trying to use his magnetic powers to destabilize the world and take control. His powers are portrayed in a very exaggerated way, consistent with the manga style, and his threat to both mutants and humans alike is clear. Magneto's plan is to unleash a catastrophic force that will shift the balance of power in favor of mutants. The X-Men, led by Cyclops, work together to stop him, despite the internal tensions between Cyclops and Wolverine. The climax of the comic is an intense battle between the X-Men and Magneto. Magneto launches an all-out assault on the X-Men, using his magnetic powers to control metal debris and structures, creating deadly obstacles for the team. Jean Grey, initially hesitant to use her full telekinetic powers, steps up and uses her abilities to block and repel Magneto's attacks, helping to protect the team. Storm summons a massive storm, unleashing lightning and winds that weaken Magneto's control over the battlefield, creating chaos around him. Cyclops takes charge, using his optic blasts to target Magneto at key moments, while directing the team's coordinated counterattacks. Wolverine, undeterred by Magneto's ability to manipulate metal, charges indirectly, slashing through obstacles and distracting Magneto with relentless close combat. Despite Magneto's overwhelming power, the X-Men's teamwork proves to be the key. Jean's telekinetic strength, Storm's elemental disruption, Cyclops' tactical leadership, and Wolverine's brute force combine to finally take down Magneto.